Hello, and welcome to Music Theory with Skylar. I was asked to make some explanation videos of some of the difficult topics that we're discussing in our music classes. Today, we're going to take a look at some treble clef and bass clef life hacks. Let's just jump right into it. So what's the best way to get better at reading clefs? In my opinion, it's all about memorization. Just knowing that in treble, the lines are E, G, B, D, F, every good boy does fine, and the spaces are F-A-C-E, face, and then bass clef, the lines are G, B, D, F, A, good boys do fine always, and the spaces are A, C, E, G. What if you're having trouble memorizing them, or you just want to be able to look it apart and say, this note is this note? Well, these life hacks can act as a tool to help you get faster, but in the end, you just need to be able to memorize the notes, whatever method works for you. So let's talk about treble to bass. So this is for bass clef readers trying to read a treble clef part. So for this life hack, we're going to talk strictly about where the note resides on the staff, discounting anything about pitches. So what's the distance between this note and this note? Well, it turns out it's a third, or if you're not too familiar with intervals, we'll go down a space, or if it was on a line, we'd get down a whole line. So as I just said, from treble to bass clef, we go down a third, one space or line. So for instruments that primarily read bass clef, we lower the note a third, and that's the note. So let's take a look at some examples. So you're a bass clef reader and you see a treble clef. What is this note? Well, let's lower it a third. If you read bass clef, you should know what that note is. That's F. For this one, we lower it a third, right in the middle. Don't forget the sharp. What is this note? That is D sharp. And lower this one a third. You should know what that note is. A flat. Make sense? Let's talk about bass to treble clef. So this is for treble clef readers trying to read a bass clef part. So let's talk about distance again. What is the distance from this note to this note? Again, it's a third, but this time we're going up. So again, we can move the note up a third to find the note in treble clef. Very simple. Let's look at some examples. So you're a treble clef reader trying to read a bass clef part and you see this note. What do? It's this space right here. I didn't write that very well. What do? We raise it up a third. And don't forget the sharp, G sharp, right? This one, raise it up a third. You should know what this note is, B flat. And raise this one up a third. You should know what that is, F. I hope this was helpful, and have a great day.